Hey, wait a second. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support really means a lot, and it keeps me motivated to make more and better videos. Thanks so much. I don't even know if I should be posting this. My hands are literally shaking while I type. But people need to know. Everyone thinks being a YouTuber is all fun and games, just chasing the next viral hit, right? Well, we chased it, and it caught us. It started with Lucas. It always started with Lucas. Guys, if this doesn't hit 10 million views, I'm done. I'm quitting, he told us. He was staring at his phone, his eyes all bloodshot from lack of sleep. Behind him, the rest of us, Sarah, Mark, Emma, and me, we were ready. We wanted that fame. We wanted the Whispering Pines money. You've heard the stories about that forest, right? The 90s disappearances? The hikers who never came back? Yeah, that's where we went. At 2 a.m., the woods. They were wrong. That's the only word for it. No birds, no wind, just dead. The only thing I could hear was the hum of our drone and the little beep beep of the camera recording. "We're at the black spot, guys," Lucas whispered into his selfie stick. He was doing that fake brave voice for the live stream. "Did you see that? Something just moved behind me." The chat was going crazy. "Fake! Look behind you! He's just trolling." I laughed. I thought he was trolling too, until Emma stopped. Emma was the tech girl. She had this expensive thermal monitor, the kind that shows heat signatures. She looked at the screen and her face it went white, paper white. "Lucas," she said. Her voice was tiny, like a child's. "Look at the screen, without the camera." "What? What is it?" Lucas turned around. "Count the dots, Lucas. There are 5 of us here, right?" We all looked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But on that screen, there was a 6th dot, a tall, skinny heat signature standing right behind Lucas. Lucas spun around. Nothing, just trees and shadows. "It's a glitch," Mark muttered. He was trying to be the smart guy. "Maybe a deer? An owl?" But we looked at the monitor again. The 6th dot wasn't a deer. It was closer now. Right over Lucas's shoulder. And the weirdest part? The thermal sensor showed it was freezing. Below 0. A cold spot in the shape of a man with arms that reached all the way to the dirt. Then, the drone just fell. Snap! It hit a branch and died. Total darkness. Just our phone lights. "Don't end the stream," Lucas yelled. He wasn't scared yet. He was addicted. "Look at the comments. They're loving this." I looked at my phone. The chat was flying so fast I couldn't read it. At Horror Seeker, "Lucas, your shadow has 2 heads." Ghostbuster, "Run, run, run, run." Sarah, she did something stupid. She pulled up that new AI shadow filter. You know the one? It turns your surroundings into a cartoon or whatever. She pointed it at Lucas. The screen turned blood red. The filter didn't show a cartoon. It mapped a face in the empty air behind Lucas. A face with no eyes, just black holes. And a mouth. Oh God, the mouth. It was ripped open all the way to the ears. In the real world, there was nothing. In the phone screen, that thing had its long, gray fingers wrapped around Lucas's neck. "Help!" Lucas screamed. But it wasn't his voice. It sounded like 100 people screaming at once inside his throat. Then the lights went out. Not just our flashlights. The whole world went black. All I could see was the glow of the phone on the ground. Lucas he was being pulled up, not by a rope, by the air. His body was folding, like a piece of paper. He was being sucked into the shadow. And then, silence. Just the phone sitting in the dirt, recording a pile of blood in Lucas's empty hat. We ran. God, we ran. But the forest, it changed. Every time we turned, we ended up back at the broken drone. Mark, Sarah, Emma, they're gone now. I don't know where. I just saw their shadows get longer and longer until they weren't their shadows anymore. The police? They found the phones. They didn't find us. Lucas got his wish. He's viral. Everyone has seen that video. You've probably seen it too. But here's the thing. If you watched it, if you watched it all the way to the end, check your phone tonight. Use a filter. Look in the corner of your room. Because once you see him on your screen, he can see you too. Silence. Did you hear that? I think my phone just turned itself on. Subscribe to the channel for the next part of this story. Hey, wait a second. If you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Your support really means a lot, and it keeps me motivated to make more and better videos. Thanks so much. It all started like a normal weekend. Nothing special, just me and my 3 close friends. Jake, Ryan, Lucas, and me. We just wanted to get out of the city for a bit, you know? Clear our heads. There was this place people barely talked about, a forest called Wild Creek. It wasn't even properly marked on maps. That should have been a red flag. But we ignored it. We parked the car near the edge of the forest and started walking in. Maybe like 3 kilometers or so. The deeper we went, the thicker the trees got. It felt quiet, too quiet sometimes. But we were joking around, not really paying attention. The plan was simple. Camp, chill, forget about everything. By late afternoon, we found this small open spot near a river. Honestly, it looked perfect. We set up, made a fire, cooked some food. Everything felt normal, safe. But then, night started coming in. The moment the sun disappeared behind the trees, everything changed. Like instantly. The sounds of the forest, birds, insects, just stopped. Completely. It wasn't natural. The silence felt heavy, like something was watching us. Did you hear that? Lucas whispered suddenly. We all stopped and listened. At first, nothing. Then, slow footsteps, heavy ones, coming from somewhere deep in the trees, branches cracking under weight. But it didn't sound like an animal. It sounded like something walking on 2 legs. Ryan grabbed his flashlight and pointed it into the darkness. The light didn't help much, just fog and shadows moving. We waited. I don't even know how long. Maybe 10 minutes. Maybe less. Time felt off. Then we saw it. A shape in the fog. At first, I thought it was a deer. I saw antlers. Tall ones, moving slowly between the trees. But as it got closer, step by step, something felt wrong. When it finally reached the edge of the firelight, I froze. That thing wasn't a deer, not even close. It was way too tall, at least 3 meters. Its body looked stretched, unnaturally thin, like skin barely holding onto bones. Pale, almost gray. Like something dead, and its head, I wish I never saw it, a deer skull, just bone, no flesh, no skin. And the eyes, if those were eyes, just black emptiness, like holes staring straight through us. Its front legs, or arms, were long and twisted. The fingers looked wrong, too long, sharp claws instead of anything normal. It stopped, didn't move, just stood there, staring. Then slowly it had tilted its head, like it was studying us. And then it spoke. Did you hear that? Lucas's voice, perfectly copied, but empty, cold, like something pretending to be human. None of us moved. I swear my body just locked up. Then Jake suddenly screamed. And that thing, it moved, fast, too fast. It stepped toward us, and we all just ran. No thinking. Just running as fast as we could back to the car. My heart was going crazy. I could barely breathe. Behind us, we heard it. Those heavy footsteps, getting closer, and then voices. It started calling our names, one by one. Sometimes it sounded like my mom, sometimes like Ryan, sometimes like Jake. Stop, come back. I didn't look back. I couldn't. We reached the car barely alive. I was shaking so bad I almost dropped the keys. We all got inside. The moment we turned on the headlights, we saw it, standing at the edge of the forest, watching us. It slowly raised its arm and waved, like it knew us, like it wasn't done. I'll never forget those eyes, that empty black darkness. After that night, none of us ever went near a forest again. Not even close. But sometimes, late at night, when everything is quiet, I hear something outside my window, a voice calling my name, and it sounds familiar.
We thought it was just a school trip. I still remember that trip. We were just kids, 9th grade. Nothing special. Just another school camping thing. 3 days. Somewhere deep in Oregon. At least, that's what we thought. Day 1, arrival. We were on this old yellow school bus. It kept shaking the whole way, like it didn't even want to go there. The deeper we went, the darker it got. Trees everywhere, tall, too tall. Sunlight barely touching the ground. I was sitting next to Lisa. She kept staring outside. "This place feels off," she said quietly. I laughed a little. Yeah, like one of those bad horror movies. But honestly, I felt it too. Something wasn't right. When we finally got there, it looked abandoned. Old wooden cabins, paint peeling off. There was a playground too, but rusty, broken, like nobody had been there in years. Mr. Harris gathered us all. "Listen carefully," he said. "Stay close. And at night, no one goes into the forest. Understood?" Everyone nodded. Some kids even laughed. Big mistake. Night 1, the first disappearance. That night we made a campfire. People were joking, telling stories, trying to act brave. Then Jason started talking. "I heard something about this place," he said. Everyone got quiet. "There used to be a guy living here. People called him the Collector." I rolled my eyes. Of course, but he kept going. "They say he didn't kill kids, not right away. He kept them." "Dude, stop," Emma said. She sounded nervous. Jason just smiled. He was building a family. Right then, we heard something, a sound. Snap, snap, snap. Like something stepping on branches. Nobody spoke. My chest felt tight. "What was that?" someone whispered. Mr. Harris stood up quickly. "Just animals. Go to sleep." Yeah, sure. That night, no one really slept. Morning came, and Tom was gone. Day 2. Something is wrong at first, they said. Maybe he wandered off. But then, they found his shoes, right near the edge of the forest, covered in mud, and something dark. Looked like blood. That's when everything changed. No one was laughing anymore. Mr. Harris tried calling for help. No signal. Phones dead. We were completely cut off. That's when fear really hit. Like real fear. Night 2. We saw him. No one wanted to sleep alone that night. We all stayed in one cabin, lights off, no talking, just waiting, listening. It was around 2 a.m. I was awake. Then I heard it again. Step, 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 slow, outside, right by the cabin. Lisa grabbed my arm. "Do you hear that?" I nodded. She slowly walked to the window. I followed. And then I saw him. Between the trees, standing still, too still, tall, thin. His face, I couldn't see it. But his hand. He was holding something. A toy, a small kid's toy. That's when my stomach dropped. Jason whispered from behind us. "That's him. The Collector. The truth." They said he used to work here, some kind of caretaker. Then one day, his kid disappeared, never found. After that, he lost it. Completely. He started taking kids, not killing them right away, keeping them, like, replacing what he lost, making his own twisted family. And now, he was here, with us. Day 3, run morning came. But it didn't feel like morning. Everything felt wrong, and Emma was gone. That's when we decided, we're leaving. Doesn't matter how. Mark took the lead. We went straight into the forest. Didn't care about the rules anymore. Didn't care about anything. But the forest, it didn't feel normal. Paths were gone. Trees looked the same. Every direction felt wrong. And then, that sound again. Closer this time. Snap, snap, snap. He was following us. Someone started crying. Someone else screamed. We ran. We just ran. Ending. They never found us 3 days later. Search teams arrived. They found the camp. Everything's still there. Bags, clothes, food, but no people. Not a single one of us. Only one thing, written on the wall, big, messy letters. They belong to me now. Epilogue. Years later. 20 years passed. People forgot, or tried to. Then one day, some hikers found something, an old bunker, hidden underground. Inside, small beds, chains, names carved into the walls. Lots of names. And one fresh line. Not old, not faded. New. New ones arrived.